What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon 3D. Today we are checking out version 0.25. Took me a while to actually get to this one. It came out on Tuesday. It's already Saturday, but it's been a pretty busy week. So before we get started, there is one new thing you may notice over on the main menu, which is this button right here, this little Pokeball. Previously we had the addition of languages, which now we have a couple of new ones. We have François and Italiano. I don't know, actually I don't know how to say that, but French. I don't know if it was added before, but we have Italian now, which I doubt was in it before. We're going to stick to English, but this little new button here is actually for content packs. Now, if you don't have any content packs, it will actually crash the game, so I'm not going to click it right now as I don't have any, but I will do, at some point, a content pack sort of review video, so look out for that sometime later. So finally, we are here, and we're going to continue our story on Save State Orange, apparently. I don't even know where we are. Oh, we're in Goldenrod City, which there are a ton of new features in this update. So first off is the fact that Goldenrod City has actually been completed now. All the buildings should be complete and ready to explore. So let's start off simple with the department store. Whoa, holy crap, this place. Oh, wow. Okay, this is freaking awesome. Holy crap. The roof or ceiling or whatever is transparent, so you can actually see to the above floors, and everyone is here. We're gonna search for bargains, little boy with your madre. I'm raring to shop again today. That is awesome for you. So let's check out, I think the lottery thing should be here, but apparently it's not, but I might be confusing it with something else. I know there's supposed to be a lottery somewhere in the department store, or at least in Emerald there is. Maybe it's not in this game and I'm just being dumb, but yeah, look at that. The roof or the floor or whatever, it used to be the ceiling, now it's the floor. It's see-through, and that is really cool. Actually, all of them are see-through, so you can see to the above floors as well, which is really cool. And apparently, can you buy stuff now? I wonder. Well, probably. I mean, it's the department store. I wouldn't see why you can't buy stuff, so let's try and buy some things from these ladies, these wonderful ladies. This one only sells repels, and then this one over here. What do you got for me, bro? What do you got for me? Oh, okay, well, all the items. So maybe there's only 2 floors so far, because there's not that many items implemented into the game yet, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and go to the 3rd floor and see what's going on in there, as you hear a vibrating sound in your, oh god, wrong button. As you hear a vibrating sound on your ears, that probably was pretty annoying, so I apologize if your ears are now experiencing some kind of trauma of some sort. Anyway, that is pretty much it for the department store. There doesn't seem to be that much in here, but they do have most of the main items. I guess it by default goes to where the items are. So this one sells the X items. I don't know how many of the items are actually in Pokemon 3D as of now, but we do have the department store now implemented, which is awesome. We have the X items, the normal store down here, which sells you, the usual, and then actually there is a last floor, so let's go ahead and check that out. Maybe the roof is actually in here. I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more floors to explore actually, so that's not it for the department store. Welcome, what do you need? I need you to show me what you sell. Okay, we got all the protein stuff. I wonder if the stones are in this, because I know there's a place where they sell TMs, like Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch in Gold, Silver, Crystal. I think so. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think that there was. If not, then it's something else. But let's see what you sell. Do you sell the TMs, lady? Because I want to buy some TMs. Yes, you do. Nice. So we have TM 14, 25. I would guess that these 3 are either the punches, or just Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, or Thunder, Blizzard, Fire Blast. I don't know what they are, to be honest, but there's some like that. And then, of course, finally, we have the rooftop, which I guess we can also access through stairs. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I wonder if the elevator is actually implemented. That would be pretty cool. Oh, look at that. We do have the rooftop. Holy crap, that's pretty awesome. Kind of small, though. Do you listen to the Lucky Channel? If you want to win, trade Pokemon with as many people as possible to get different ID numbers. That is awesome. That is really cool. So here we are on the rooftop of Goldenrod. I guess the gate isn't completely, I don't know, just a little bit weird, so we can't see completely over the edge of Goldenrod, but still pretty cool. Let's have a little gaze over and yonder or something, and we have of course Crocodile in the background as we look over to the horizon. Pretty awesome. So as you can see over there, we also have Route 35, which we're going to be exploring later on in the video. So for now, let's switch back over to third person mode and head on over there. I'm wondering how the elevator is actually working, so let's go down and explore the rest of the town. Actually, the elevator's not working. Screw you, elevator! And we're back outside to Goldenrod City. Let's go ahead and explore the rest of this marvelous town. Who are you and why are you chasing me? Okay, that is awesome. They'll modify a Pokegear so it can also receive radio. Cool, well, maybe we should actually check that out. I do know that the underground has actually been implemented as well. So let's go ahead and check that out. I think it's this building. Okay, I guess not. I don't know, it's confusing to actually explore Goldenrod when in first person. But all the NPCs are now in the city, which previously there was literally no one here. It was a giant ghost town. I think this actually leads to the underground if I'm not mistaken. And it does, so there should be some trainers to battle down here. Oh, wow. Okay, this looks very different to what I thought it would. It looks kind of like the Goldenrod gym. There are some shops downstairs, but there are also trainers. I'm scared to go down. Well, I am not, because I am a manly man, and you're supposed to be a trainer. Yes, you are. Got booted out of the game corner. What's wrong with you, super nerd Eric? Are you Eric from Team and Eric? I just said team. Tim and Eric, not team. Don't know what's wrong with me. Language is a thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and take out a couple of the trainers here in the underground, and then we'll probably go and check out Route 35, which has also now been implemented. There is also a new area, which is Ruins of Alph, but we're really far away from that, so walking all the way back over there would be a little bit tedious, so we don't yet have Fly. So I'm probably not going to do that in this video. I may go back and do it in a later one, because if you actually start a new game as well, once you beat the first gym, the Togepi Egg event has been implemented into the game. So if you have, or if you're starting brand new with a brand new save file, you can actually do the Togepi Egg event now, after you beat Falkner in the first gym. But we're already over at the third gym, so I would have to start a new save file in order to do that. Maybe at some other point, I will do that, you know, just start a new save file, show that off, and then continue onwards with where we are right now, because I know a lot of people, when I start over, they're like, oh, why do you keep starting over, man? And I literally only do it to show one feature, and then, I don't know. I literally mentioned it in the video, and I guess some people don't get it either way, but yeah, maybe at some later point I will restart, do that event, and then come back to this save file. I won't stay on my new save file. I want to stick with this one because, yeah, I've got all three of the starters, and I just kind of want to see them grow because I love the second gen starters so much. And there is a Licky Tongue. We're going to shoot water at its mouth because that's the way we roll. Yep, that's nothing wrong with that. But other than that, I did mention Ruins of Alph is now in the game, so we'll check that out at some other point in a later video. And the Togepi Egg event, the other new thing that we can actually go check out, but I don't really have any Pokemon in the daycare center, is that the daycare has been fixed a little bit. There's a PC in it now, which I assumed that was going to be in it before, but now it's actually in there, so you can trade your Pokemon and your PC and then, you know, put whichever one you need into the daycare. And the old man in it now actually tells you how your Pokemon are doing, so they'll be like, yo, your Pokemons is making love right now, making sweet love, getting themselves an egg. Even though some of them are mammals, they still lay eggs. Everyone lays eggs. What is this? Is it the coin case? Yes, we found the coin case. Nice. So I think the game corner may actually be in the game now, so we'll go ahead and check that out later on. However, we do have this old lady. She said, pay me. I apparently can't talk to her. I'm pretty sure she's the one that sells you illegal herbs or something like that. I guess none of these guys actually talk to you either. This guy, one of these two gives you a haircut. I know that, like, he gives your Pokemon haircuts. But I guess these guys' scripts haven't been put into the game yet. We do have all the trainers, though, so let's go ahead and battle the remaining few trainers here in the underground. We have Super Nerd Teru. Teru, what kind of name is Teru? I don't know. That's a Japanese-ass name here. So he has got a ton of Pokemon, actually just 4, but hey, maybe 4 is a ton to me. I don't really know. You don't know how my metric system works. The orange metric system, it's brand new. It came out yesterday. It was announced on BBC Radio, because that's where we announce everything now. Anyway, I think these things should be half steel type, because steel type is in second gen. It wasn't in first gen, but it is in second gen, so Ember should be super effective, and it was, so we take it out in one hit, and I guess he's just going to have a bunch of Magnemites, so we're just going to keep staying in on Joffrey, Super Joffrey, or Jeffrey, not Joffrey. Joffrey sucks. Burn Joffrey. And yeah, that was completely unintentional. I said burn Joffrey and Quilava's a fire type. Oh boy, that is awesome. So there are actually a few new items as well. There's some new TMs, Full Heal, Revive, Max Potion, Battle items, and Vitamins, which we actually got to see a lot of in the department store. So I thought those weren't going to be in it, but they were added. So I guess those are new. I didn't really notice that when we were in the department store. But I guess it is worth mentioning that now. Those have been, or are new into the game. However, we did see them earlier, so it's like, you know, they're there. We know it. I just kind of mentioned that they are here. So the new TMs, I'm not certain what they are, but they may be the ones that were added to the department store. So I might actually go ahead and buy those just to see what they are. Because, I don't know, I hovered over them. So if you guys know what they are, then you know what they are. If not, then look it up somewhere on the internet. I'm sure you can find that. Or if you know Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or just the normal Gold, Silver, and Crystal pretty well. Or if you just know Gold, Silver, Crystal pretty well, which I obviously don't, then you know what those TMs should be. I honestly, I don't know. I guess I'm not good at 2nd generation. I'm good at Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which, I still don't remember what moves there were. I know Headbutt's always in there in the department store, so that's a thing. Maybe, I think. Hopefully I'm right about that. You know what? I don't really care. Let's go ahead and bite away this Slowpoke, and that is the final trainer here in the underground. So we should be able to move on to Route 35 now, which is the other new area added into the game. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There is a prototype of the Pokegear, not finished yet, so maybe I'll check that out. I'm literally reading this off of the change list, by the way, so you may notice, yeah, that's basically it. I'm reading it off of the change list, and then I'm going to try to go through all the features, because I finally pulled that up. Usually I make these videos, and then I'm like, dang it, I forgot to pull up the change list, so I end up being like, I don't know what was added, even though I'm doing an update video about it. But this time around, I actually did put it up, so I kind of have an idea of what's going on. So let's go ahead and check out the radio tower next, actually, before we go to Route 35. We have Miss Ponytails here. Is that man in black dressed up like a Team Rocket member? How silly. Maybe he is a Team Rocket member. Are you dumb, girl? Take over the radio tower. What? It's none of your business. Okay, well, I will stay out of your business, Mr. Team Rocket Man. So let's go ahead and, oh, okay, well, the radio tower is not in the game yet. Cool. Maybe it'll be in it in the next version, actually. Probably will. I don't know. That's just my prediction. Is next up is Radio Tower, because that is the next big event that we have to do in the game. Actually, you don't do the Radio Tower until later on, so let's go ahead and check out the Pretty Petal Flower Shop, or whatever it's called in this game. Look, it's got little flowers in the bottom. That's kind of cute. So let's go ahead and check this place out. Oh, never mind. I guess we're not checking this place out, because it's not in here yet, but yeah, I guess we don't have that yet, so once Ecruteak City is put into the game, I would assume that that flower shop will be put in, because we need that in order to advance to Ecruteak City. Little event that we have to do there, but I won't spoil it just because, I don't know, most people playing this probably have played through Gold and Silver, so you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up by going through Route 35 today, and that will pretty much wrap up this episode. So we got Picnicker Kim wanting to battle us with our awesome Maxwell. By the way, little thing that you may notice in this video is a lot of pops in the microphone. I'm sorry about that if you do hear those popping in your ears. Actually, my thing, the pop filter, which is supposed to filter those out, hence the name Pop Filter, is now broken, so I'm trying to get a new one. So for now, those, or, you know, the videos will have the little pops in them, so yeah, should have mentioned that in the beginning of the video, because there's probably a lot of them throughout the video. I don't know, I try not to emphasize my P's so much, so that sounded weird, emphasizing my P. You know what? I don't care anymore. Let's just go ahead and take on these final two trainers. Show me how hot your girlfriend is, Camper Elliot, because that is totally what I am here for. I am here to see how hot your girlfriend is. I bet she's not as hot as mine. If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. JB up in the house. Dog. Don't know why I just did that. But yeah, my girlfriend is hotter than yours. What does that song go like? I totally forgot. The girlfriend song. Hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. That one. Yeah, I probably won't like your girlfriend, so we'll check her out after this battle. Let's just go ahead and take out this guy's Meryl, and then we'll check out his girlfriend and say how much we don't like her, because she's dumb, and she likes Meryl's. Yeah! There's finally a bunch of bug fixes, which is the final thing to mention here. But if you want to check out the full update, obviously, I always link the whatever download link in the description, so you guys can check that out. It has all the new fixes and stuff, so if you want to check out the full change list, then all the bug fixes will be there, because there are a lot of them. So yeah, final trainer here is Pikachu. Actually, this isn't the final trainer, but second to last trainer. This is the dude's girlfriend. Mr. Elliot the camper has a girlfriend, and we're gonna kill her Pikachu. Actually, we may just end up dying here. Why would you use Thunder Wave again, Mom? I'm already paralyzed, dude. Come on, how do you not notice that? Okay, so we broke through paralysis and we took out Pikachu, which is awesome. Maxwell level 23. That is great for you, buddy. You're now yellow though, which is kind of unfortunate, but her only Pokemon is a Pikachu. That actually kind of sucked. Oh, Brooke, oh my. If I'm so strong, why don't you get with me? That guy's a loser. Get with me, girl. Girl, I give you fondue. I could be Buzz Lightyear. Sail across the moon. Or something. I don't know. Justin Bieber's a weird dude. Anyway, a couple more trainers actually to battle, so we're probably going to skip over these last few, and I'll just mention to you what Pokemon they have. So, anyway, that was Camper Ivan. He had 2 Diglets and some other Pokemon that I totally just forgot. I think it was a Zubat. So next up we got Mr. Juggler Irwin. Jugglers have always been a weird trainer to me. Don't know why. I guess here we don't get to see the full sprite, just the little mini sprite, but there's always been a weird trainer class. And Juggler Irwin had about 5 million Voltorbs, but we defeated him. I guess the weird thing is I always think he looks like a magician or something. Is there even a magician class? We'd have the Dark Magician Pokemon Trainer or something like that. I don't know, but this is probably the last dude that we get to battle because the other one is a police officer, and we can only battle those in the nighttime. So, Fire Breather Walter White, let's challenge you. And despite the odds of type advantage and whatever other stuff, we actually managed to defeat Mr. White and his wonderful Magmars. I just realized that the Fire Breather's hair looks like Magmar. Wow. Maybe that's dumb of me. That's probably pretty dumb of me, but that is the final trainer that we can take on here. We do have this dude, but you can only battle him at nighttime. I don't think this gate is, that gate is not yet in the game. We can, however, go over here if I had a repel. I wonder if I do. Huh. Let's go ahead and search for one, and I do have some repels, awesome. So, we can go through this wonderful grass and see what is at the end. I think there's supposed to be a bug catcher somewhere around here, actually, with like a Tangela or something. Or, oh god, there he is, okay. Well, got me by surprise, mother, dude. Not quite a Tangela, but instead of Venonat. They look kind of similar, though, so I can see why I got confused. But you definitely surprised me there, dude. What is... I don't even know, Arnie. You are just, you are a sneaky dude. Anyway, over here we got more grass, and I'm not going to even bother going over there, but finally we have a cut tree, which I believe we do have cut, and this will lead us back over to Violet City, which is actually, oh god, okay, Route 36. Well, Route 36, is this, well, I guess this is in the game, but there's no trainers here yet. This should lead us to a wonderful jiggling tree, though, which we can't get rid of just yet. So maybe next time we'll do that. Anyway, that has been it for this episode, guys. Thank you all for watching, and next time we'll go onwards to see what else Pokemon 3D may offer. See you guys then.